meeting on the mound. Coach Trujillo, Coach Hammett, these guys are Hall of Famers. They're meeting on the mound. They're good friends, talking up a lot before the game, just baseball stuff. Listening to these two guys talk baseball is so much fun. But the Benson Bobcats are ready. Big shout out to Alex Montillo, good buddy of mine. So helpful. I forgot a chair, and he brought one over for me. So thanks to Alex, thanks to Benson for all their hospitality. Out here early getting prepared for our Cochise County All-Star Games here in Benson, Arizona on March 29th. That is going to be, well, the biggest sporting event Cochise County's had in a very long time. And it's hard to beat the Copper Pit Classic, but we're going to do our best. But again, thanks everybody for joining me. Oh, Dominic Villa's in the house. Speaking of All-Stars for March 29th, basketball game. You ready for that game, Dom? All right. We're doing our draft Saturday at 6 o'clock live on Cool FM. So you see whose team you end up on. So, but yeah. So Coach Montillo and Coach Williams will be coaching my team. Coach Baker and Coach Tufavi will be coaching Paul's team. But of course, my team is going to be victorious because I'm better than Paul Pizzicorder at all things. So, he heard me. The game just about underway, though. Again, Benson, Arizona, what a beautiful place to watch a baseball game. The Bisbee Pumas are going to be leading off this game, of course, as the visitors. They're going to be led off by Mr. He's here, he's there, he's every freaking where, Sebastian Lopez. Beautiful day here in Benson, Arizona. I brought a hoodie and I'm not going to need it. 70 degrees, no wind. We got the mini monster on right. Everybody is ready to go. Beautiful day. Nothing like baseball season. Jackson Alvarez is already jacked up. The game hasn't even started yet. That kid's something else. But I was in the Benson dugout. I said, boys, who's gonna ball out for me? And number 2, Elian Loya jumped up, and he's like, it's gonna be me. So all right, Elian, we're gonna find out about you this year, ain't we? It's always the chirpy ones. Those are the ones I like. So, a beautiful day here in Benson, Arizona. Coaches are done talking. We are ready to go. Once again, thanks for everybody that joined me here on Cool FM Live today for our Cochise County Game of the Week. The Benson Bobcats host the Bisbee Pumas in a rematch of last year's 2A semifinals. Bisbee Pumas able to get past Benson in that game and win the entire thing. But both of these teams, I'm sure, will be running into each other again, either in Goodyear or Tempe, Arizona, in about 2 months. Both of these teams will be in the postseason. Here we go. Callan Deskins on the mound. The Bisbee Pumas coming up to the plate. We are ready to go. Coach Montillo's ready to rock. Yeah. Big Case Williams over there, first base, another name that we are very familiar with.
Just say start. Gotcha. Thanks, brother.
Everybody's trying to steal my job, including Dominic Villa, but it's fine. Sometimes replicated, but never duplicated here on Cool FM. Oh, Deskins' fastball is looking pretty zippy. Callan Deskins and Dawson Judd are going to be the 2 big arms for the Benson Bobcats this year as they try to get back to Goodyear and Tempe, Arizona. Again, this team lives in Tempe, Arizona. I don't understand why they don't have their own locker room in Tempe Diablo Stadium. But yeah, the Bisbee Pumas led off by Sebastian Lopez, followed by Ross Olivaria. And of course, Big Bombs, Bryson Meyer. When he's at the plate, it's Big Bombs. Our rating 2A player of the year.
Welcome to our first home.
But you folks settle in and get ready for some baseball.
We are versing Bisbee.
Alex, I got one if you need it. Oh, I thought she was going to do some announcements. Well, never mind. I'll just keep going on. But here we go.
Batting first, center fielder number 0, S. Lopez.
Sebastian Lopez coming up to the plate. Callan Deskins on the mound. As we like to say, let's get it on. First pitch coming in. That's going to be outside 1-0. And the Bisbee dugout extra loud today. That's not a usual affair. So 1-0 count to Lopez. That pitch is going to be called for a strike. 1-1. Nice pitch by Deskins. Low heat. Lopez unable to get the bat off his shoulder. Pitch coming in. That's going to be a little low. 2-1. Again, Lopez just one of the players that you really don't want to let on base. So Deskins is going to be very careful with his approach to Sebastian Lopez. That's going to be a catch to the outside corner. 2-2. Deskins one strike away from getting out the very dangerous leadoff hitter. That is Mr. Sebastian Lopez. Pitch is in, and Lopez is going to swing through that. Strikeout for Kellen Deskins to start the... Oh, no, they're going to call foul tip. Going to catch who's behind the plate today here. Oh, that's going to be Gage Trejo, I believe. That's what I have on that roster. No, that's going to be Evans. Max Prep's failing me again. And that is going to be skied up right to second base. Should be an easy play for the Bobcats. And bang, one down. Here in the top of the first. So Lopez got sat down. Good first at bat for Kellen Deskins of the Benson Bobcats. Good way to get the game started. But as we know with the Bisbee Pumas, it never gets any easier. Here he comes. Down, 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 down. Ross Olivaria. First pitch into Ross is going to be fouled. 0-1. That's going to almost hit the snack shack. God, Benson is such a great place to watch a baseball game. Each ballpark has its own little aesthetic things, but Benson is a fun place. 0-1 pitch outside 1-1. You know, Ross having the best eye in Cochise County, as I've been saying for 2 years now. But again, if Deskins can get out of this 1-2-3, what a start that would be for the Benson Bobcats. 1-1 pitch, swung through by Ross. 1-2, good pitch by Deskins. He had Ross ahead of that one. 1-2 pitch. That's going to be smoked up into center field. Single for Ross Olivaria. Deskins had him to 2 strikes, but Ross is going to knock that one right into center.
Pitcher number 1, B.
And that's going to bring up dun 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 big bombs Bryson Meyer. Again, your reigning 2A player of the year, looking just as strong as ever. So Deskins now runner on first, 1 out. First pitch into Meyer, swung through, changeup gets him, 0-1. Deskins checking Olivaria on first. He's known to steal a base or 2. 0-1 delivery is going to be smoked down the left field line. And foul. Oh, it was over the fence. Almost a 2-run shot for Meyer, but just foul. I was waiting for the call because he hit the ball so far you couldn't really see where it was going to land. Oh, he did hit the red truck. Okay. Not even safe 375 feet away. That's a nice truck, too. You folks, apologize, I'm not able to read the comments because I do like the interactive broadcast, but you folks deserve the best, and the best is provided to you by Tan Powers and Sierra Vista Soap Company. Go to SierraVistaSoapCompany.com. Oh, and 2 count. Deskins trying to get by Meyer. And he does. Gasses Bryson Meyer. Big strikeout for Kellen Deskins.
Now batting at short, number 8, Jay.
And that's going to bring up Jackson Alvarez. Jackson the stud Alvarez. Jackson only a sophomore. One of the bright future stars, no, current stars of the Bisbee Pumas. And that's going to be skied up. Let's see if the right fielder can make it. The second baseman. And he does make the diving catch to get the Bobcats out of the inning. What a play out there. Who is playing second base right now? I believe it's Easton Adams. What a diving catch to get Benson out of the inning and go into the bottom of the first. Nothing. What a play. Again, folks, you're going to see all the people that make this broadcast possible for you scrolling across your screen. So please support the business and support your broadcast. Perfect. So Benson Bobcats shutting down the Bisbee Pumas in the top half of the first inning, and they're coming to the plate, looking to get this party started here at Benson, Arizona. They're going to be led off by Easton Adams, I believe the player that made that diving catch over at second base, if I know my baseball numbers correctly. Yep, that's exactly who that's going to be. So Easton Adams coming off that big play, looking to get that heat going against Arm of Fire Bryson Meyer. Again, Meyer's probably still going to be on some form of a pitch count, dealing with a slight elbow issue that, as Coach Todd Hammond explained, he learned actually is coming from not having enough strength in the shoulder muscles, which actually leads to a sore elbow. So Meyer should be on a pitch count, I believe. So as fast as he can get to his innings is as much as he's going to be able to pitch today. Easton Adams going to come to the plate, leadoff hitter for the Benson Bobcats after a diving catch at second base. All right, and the warm-up pitches are going to conclude after this one, and we are going to get this bottom half of the first inning under play. Benson Bobcats, Kellen Deskins getting through the top four hitters of the Bisbee Pumas unscathed. Good sign for the Benson Bobcats. Losing 5 seniors last year, including starting pitcher Dalton Crockett. We always know the pitchers are the hardest ones to replace. And here comes the Bobcat dugout. Love it.
Leading off for our Benson Bobcats, number 6, second baseman Easton Adams.
All right. Oh, I love the homie announcer. One initial for the Bisbee kids, full names for the Benson Bobcats. That's how we do when you're at home. You get those advantages. So Easton Adams coming up to the plate. First at bat of this ball game for him. Again, the Benson Bobcats with championship aspirations. All of our teams in Cochise County have championship aspirations. They get to sharpen their swords against each other throughout the year before they go play the other teams up in Goodyear, Arizona. First the pitch coming in for Meyer. That's going to be right across the plate for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 0-1 delivery from Meyer coming in. Pitch is right across the plate. Curveball for a strike, 0-2. Easton Adams unable to get the bat off his shoulders. 0-2 delivery. Swung right through it. First strike out of the game for Arm of Fire Bryson Meyer. That's going to bring up the two-hitter, the pitcher, Kellen Deskins. Again, a name we're very familiar with. Kellen Deskins is going to be one of the leaders and stars of this team. I was over asking Coach Trujillo, and Coach Todd just interrupted. He's like, it's Deskins, of course. That's outside. Ooh, a little gas on that one. Outside, though, 1-0. Yeah, Deskins, Dawson, Judd. We know the stars. Big Case Williams. 1-0 pitch. That's in the dirt, 2-0.
No, the next one.
2-0 delivery coming in here to Deskins. Meyer's going to hit the outside corner with that one. 2-1. 2-1 pitch. Fouled back. Oh my God. It's 2-2. Oh, I'm sure there will be one coming right at my mind's eye at some point. The kids love to hit the balls right at me. 2-2 delivery from Meyer to Deskins. He's going to get just a piece of that to stay alive. You can tell by the way he stands in the box that he's a hitting man, a working man. Kellen Deskins staying alive. Two-2 pitch. That's outside 3-2. Deskin's working the arm of Bryson Meyer. He said, if you're on a pitch count, I'm going to make you use them all right now. Full count pitch. And that's going to be a walk. Kellen Deskin's working Bryson Meyer for a base. Good piece of not hitting there in the box to get himself to first base. Good eye. And here comes superstar number 9, Dawson Judd. I came to deliver the Cochise County Basketball All-Star certificates, and all Dawson Judd had to talk about was baseball. He's like, no, it's baseball season, brother. Catches the outside corner, 0-1. Judd doesn't get the stink eye, but gives the look away eye. I'm not agreeing with that one. And folks, if you hear me giggling throughout the game, it's just the dugouts. These kids are hilarious. Case Williams being the loudest of them all. Pitch into Judd, inside, 1-1. Little, it wasn't a lot of gas on it, but a little chin music. 1-1 pitch. 1 out in the bottom of the first. Kellen Deskin's on first. Pitch is going to be outside, 2-1. Every time Meyer misses on the outside, it's coming in at about 88 miles an hour. Got some Raleigh Evans signs right behind me over here. And he's going to check the runner on first. Deskins was well aware of that one, got back safely. Two and 1 delivery from Meyer to Judd. He swings through at 2-2. There was a little bit of flame on that ball. Left a chemtrail. Again, we have arms here in Cochise County in 2A baseball that you just don't see at this level. Not in 2A. And we have some fireballers in Cochise County, including the reigning player of the year, Bryson Meyer. Martinez checking the runner after the ball. That's the high pitch. Full count into Judd. Then they are working the arm of Bryson Meyer early. And that's going to be right down the middle, but fouled back by Judd. That's going to be off the roof. Doink. Judd staying alive in the box. Getting a lot of pitches out of the arm of Meyer right now. Meyer checking Deskins again. The aforementioned Raleigh Evans is going to be the cleanup hitter coming up after Dawson Judd. Full count pitch. That's going to be skied into right field. Should be an easy play for Cam, and it is. So 2 down in the bottom of the first, and that's going to bring up Raleigh Evans. Runner on first. But Meyer able to get past the all-star Dawson Judd. Well, Matty Evans. Max Preps, he failed me again. It's going to be just a little high, 1-0. Deskin's taking a lead off of first. 1-0 pitch into Evans, inside 2-0. It's easier said than done to say just take it off the shoulder and get on base, because especially with a guy like Meyer throwing the ball at you, that stings. 2-0 pitch, swings through that, 2-1. Fastball right across the middle of the plate. Big Case Williams on deck. He had some big hits at Goodyear, Arizona to advance him into that semifinal game. Outside, 3-1. Matty Evans trying to keep this inning going with that runner on first. Pitch outside. That's going to be a walk. 2 runners on now. 2 runners on, 1 in scoring position for big Case Williams.
Now batting, first baseman number 8, Case Williams.
I believe it was Pima that they knocked me. I called the game, but I believe it was Pima. Well, no, they ended up beating Wilcox in the quarterfinals, but I believe it was Pima in the first round that they knocked out, partially because of the bat of Case Williams. A kid that owned his own business by the time he was a junior in high school. Go to Pride Shine Detailing, by the way. Shout out to Case Williams. He always gets free shout outs from me. You have to pay Cool FM for me to talk about Pride Shine Detailing. We're going to have a meeting on the mound already with Coach Todd and Bryson Meyer. So they're going to take a quick break while I thank Silver Springs Valley Electric Cooperative for serving our community. Glad to be such good friends with all the Bisbee and Benson people, so they can confirm that this stream is up and running. Because once I got going, I don't know whether I'm going or not. I'm just be talking to the air. I don't know. But here he comes, Case Williams. You got 2 runners on. You need an RBI. He's on the case. Let's see. I believe Case is a senior now. Let me double check that. This is Case's senior year, so they lost 5 seniors last year, but they brought back a lot of juniors. Oh, Case swings through the curveball, 0-1. 2 runners on. Big opportunity for the Benson Bobcats to take a lead over the defending 2A state champs. Oh, 1 delivery. Swung through another curveball. Meyer playing chess out there with Case. 0-2. Expect Meyer to go outside and see if he can get Case to chase something. No, he goes right at him and gasses him. So Meyer gets through the inning. 2 runners on, 2 runners stranded for the Benson Bobcats, and we are nothing going into the top of the second. Exactly the kind of game we expect between 2 heavyweights like this. Both pitchers looking good. Deskins sitting down the Pumas, and Meyer getting through the inning with a couple of strikeouts. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Meyer. So all you folks at home can start counting them up, because Meyer likes to drop double-digit strikeouts in all of his appearances. But Kellen Deskins back on the mound, warming up for the Benson Bobcats. Again, tie game. This one's coming down to the wire, I promise you. It's easier to say that in basketball, but again, these 2 teams are so evenly matched in baseball. So again, get your popcorn and settle in, because we have ourselves a baseball game.
I found you.
In between innings, please allow me to thank MORSE Automotive, formerly Lawely Automotive, changing your vehicle buying experiences. Wonder if the owner of that red truck has figured out that Bryson Meyer knocked out one of his windows. So coming up for the Bisbee Pumas, it's going to be the Hunter.
Now batting,
Hunter Wright.
second baseman number 13, H. Wright.
Hunter Wright with a 0.00 ERA on this year as well, so far. That will obviously change. Hunter's going to take the curveball right across the middle of the plate, 0-1. Beautiful pitch by Deskins. Deskins looking good on the bump. 0-2, curveball swing and a miss by the Hunter. And that's a strikeout. 3 pitches for Kellen Deskins, and Hunter is going back to the bench to get some needles and get some splinters in his butt. And that's going to bring up Javi, the leading hitter right now for the Bisbee Pumas, batting over 500. I got to say, my co-broadcaster, Paul Pizzicorder, nailed that one. He asked right on the preseason show, he's like, what about Javi? And that's going to be fouled back, 0-1. Deskins working quickly and efficiently. But yeah, Javi Montiel, the early season star for the Bisbee Pumas. The big bat has moved his way up to 6th in the lineup. I mean, there's no bad spot in the Bisbee lineup, but that's a curveball strike by Deskins. 0-2. Oh man, oh man. Deskins throwing everything at these guys right now. A lot of tools in that bag, and that's a 3-pitch strikeout by Kellen Deskins. Bang, bang, 1 up, 1 down, 2 up, 2 down, 6 pitches. And here comes the Martinez Express to try to get anything on the bat.
Team B, Martinez.
Brian Martinez at the plate. And Brian Martinez throws a no-hitter every year before we even get to Bisbee. That's going to be dribbled right up. This is going to charge it. What was the call? They're going to call catcher interference. And Martinez is going to go to first base.
Now batting, number 18, DHing.
I believe that is the call.
Diaz Lopez.
So Emilio Diaz Lopez is going to come up to the plate. Coach Todd and me, I'm talking about something. I'm not sure what's going on. Fabian Hernandez is going to come pinch run for Martinez so he can get his catcher's gear back on. So. And now Coach Trujillo wants to have a word. Again, I'm not quite sure. They called catcher interference. But I'm gonna let them figure it out. Yeah, everybody's smiling. We're okay. Oh, hey there, B. It's bad enough these kids always hitting balls. I mean, I don't need the bees singing me too. So Emilio Diaz Lopez at the plate, and speaking of balls going right at me, that pass ball is going to get Fabian Hernandez over to second base. So Bisbee now with a runner in scoring position with 2 outs. It's funny, even though there's a fence there, you still flinch every time. In short porch in right field, 265, but they do have that mini monster. And that ball's inside as well, 2-0. Last 2 pitches inside from Deskins. Deskins starting off the inning with 2 3-pitch strikeouts. Looking to finish this thing off. Again, Bisbee does have a runner in scoring position. 2-0 delivery from Deskins. That's a curveball strike right across the plate, 2-1. Diaz Lopez didn't even think about swinging at that one. Pitch was filthier than the dishes in my kitchen sink. And that's going to be flared up, can of corn to Kellen Deskins. Benson's out of the inning. Going in to the bottom of the second. Nothing. Both pitchers looking very sharp right now. In between innings, please allow me to thank Synergy Home Care, providing non-medical assistance for people that require it. Give them a call, 520-685-1035. Also, thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, your hometown realtors. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, give them a call, 717-599-2439. Here we go, bottom of the second. The Bisbee Pumas are going to get warmed up. I'm going to grab me a drink of water, and we'll get this action started here in just a moment.
Why did you do it wrong the first time?
All right, so as I mentioned, we are going to be having our first ever Cochise County Boys and Girls Basketball All-Star Game on March 29th in Benson, Arizona. Again, that came together, it was a little bit of work, but came together very, very smoothly, and we're so excited. We had more commits today to get to play in that game. So we're going to have 20 boys to be able to draft from, and 16 girls is the count so far. So Dominic Villa is here in the All-Star Game, and you can play with anybody in Cochise County. What's the one player you want to play with?
Now batting.
He said Dawson Judd. That's what I'm talking. That's a teammate answer right there. Your boy hasn't committed to the game yet. He's the only one. You got to talk him into it. He hasn't committed yet. That's a teammate answer right there. I like that answer. Dawson Judd has been invited to the game. But here we go. Benson back at the plate. It's going to be Colton Deskins. Another Deskins. Yes, you heard that right. Max Preps fails me, Dom. That's Colton Deskins, right? Yeah. Okay. Max Preps like to fail me. So 2-0 from Meyer to Deskins. Sophomore Colton Deskins. They just keep, again, St. David, Benson. These places are factories. 2-0 pitch from Meyer. And that's across the middle. 2-1. No gas, no changeup. Just a get over the plate strike pitch right there. 2-1 pitch outside. Oh, he cuts the corner. 2-2. Meyer 2 strikeouts in the first inning. See what we can do here against the sophomore, and he's going to gas him with a curveball. Arm of fire, Bryson Meyer, 3rd strikeout of the game.
Now batting, left fielder number 10, David.
And here comes the senior, David Harris. Another name that we've known for quite a while around these parts. Lefty David Harris coming up. Looking to try to get something towards that mini monster in right field. And he's going to eke that strike on a showing bunt, but takes the strike. Coach Todd Hammond showing just how effective bunts can be as they literally bunted their way right past Phoenix Christian for the state title. And he's going to show bunt again. And that's a strike. 0-2. Obviously, for you folks at home that do not know, if you bunt with 2 strikes and the ball goes foul, you are out. So you probably won't see another bunt show here. 0-2 pitch. Meyer goes right at him and strikes him out. 4th strikeout for Arm of Fire Bryson Meyer. And there is some gas on that one. High 80s on that
number
pitch.
1 right fielder, Damian Nichols.
Another senior coming up. Damian Nichols coming to the plate. Max Preps again failing me. It's not Damian Nickens Max Preps. Fouled right back at me. 0-1. I flinch every time. I don't care. 0-1 pitch. Misses the outside corner. 1-1. One delivery. And catches the low outside corner. 1-2. Nichols trying not to get sat down on strikes. 1-2 delivery high. 2-2. Case Williams is funny. 2-2 pitch coming in. Outside 3-2. Full count. Good eye there from Damian Nichols. Another senior here on the Benson Bobcats. A couple of these seniors might have been a part of that championship team 3 years ago. I know Crockett was on it as a freshman. So Benson got some rings of their own. Full count pitch, and he sits them down. 3 strikeouts. 3 strikeouts on the in the inning for Bryson Meyer. 5 in the game. Oh, that kid's playing ball. I want to play ball. Ball rolled over to me. I should have picked it up and thrown it. I know. I'm like, what? So here we go. 2 innings down. No runs on the board. Both pitchers are just absolutely lighting it up right now. Deskins and Meyer putting on a show. So here we go into the top of the 3rd inning. And before we get to that inning, I'm going to thank BARNETT'S Towing and BARNETT'S Propane, serving our community since 1963. So thanks to all you people out there in Cool FM. I'm assuming there's a good chunk of you that are enjoying this game here on a beautiful Wednesday afternoon in Benson, Arizona. Oh my goodness, one of my absolute favorite places to come watch a baseball game. As I was telling the coaches, my worst moment of last year was right here in Benson, Arizona as they hosted the Bisbee Pumas. And the one time in my life, my phone ran out of charge. And I missed the last 3 minutes of that game, which was a play at the plate. And Bisbee ended up winning that game 3-2. But folks, yeah, we'll be getting the action started here in just a moment, so we'll see you in just a second. All right, a new player. A new player on the field for the Bisbee Pumas. A new name for us, Ivan Ibarra. So let's see if Ivan can get himself a hit and maybe earn himself a future nickname. Ivan Ibarra in the starting lineup today for the Pumas, and he's going to rope that thing right to third place. Great play, easy play. Case Williams puts the ball into his glove. One pitch, one down for the Benson Bobcats. Kellen Deskins, my good Lord.
Number 0.
And we are back to the top of the lineup. He's here, he's there, he's every freaking where. Sebastian Lopez at the plate, 0-1. Deskins getting him to pop up to right field in the first at bat of this game. But Deskins, my goodness, he's getting to the Puma lineup. We don't see a lot of people shut down Bisbee like this, but Deskins is doing a good job right now. The pitch is low and in the dirt, 1-0. One 1-0 delivery to Lopez. Lopez swings through 1-1. Lopez had a home run in that tournament up in Phoenix last weekend. So adding some newfound power to that bat. His senior year, he has fully developed all the tricks of the trade, but he's going to swing through that. He went around 1-2. Deskins about to get through Lopez not once but twice in the first 3 innings. And that, my friend, is quite the accomplishment. As Coach Todd Hammett says, he's in scoring position the moment he gets in the box. That's in the dirt, 2-2. Good eye by Lopez. I would have swung at that one just from back here. I mean, I would miss all of these pitches, but I would have swung at that one for sure. I learned my lesson trying to compete with these kids, playing basketball with these kids on Sunday. Broke me. And that's a strikeout by Deskins. Kellen Deskins. Bang. Whew, man, oh man. You guys, Kellen Deskins got to be up at that mound just feeling himself right now. Here comes the best hitter in Cochise County. Ross Olivaria to the plate. First pitch is rolled past Case Williams, and there goes Ross. He's a hard one to keep quiet. 2 for 2, 2 singles for Ross Olivaria. Basically one of the only kids that's hit Deskins so far. And here comes Big Bombs Bryson Meyer. Runner on first, but there's already 2 outs on that board. So Deskins 1 batter away from 3 shutout innings. Boy, Ross Olivaria, I don't understand how the kid doesn't bat 800.
I don't know.
Let's see if Deskins can get out of this one. And Meyer fools him with a curveball, 0-1. Short lead off first for Ross. That's in the dirt, 1-1. It's a good chasing sinker pitch that Deskins is throwing. The Bisbee Pumas haven't bid on it yet, but I like what he's doing. Again, the pitcher versus hitter match is a chess match. You know, he has an idea of what he thinks you're going to throw, and then you throw the opposite. And, oh, he misses just low with that curveball, 2-1. Two and one delivery into Meyer. Meyer's going to rip that right to the shortstop, and they're going to make the play. He does not. Meyer runs it out. The ball hits the ground, not into Case Williams' glove. The throw is a little short. So that's going to put a runner on first and second.
Hey, let's go, Jax.
Yeah, Dawson Judd it short. The throw just came up just a little short. And Case was unable to put the ball in his glove. Meyer took a spill over there on first base, trying to run it out. Looked like Tom Behrens in Major League. And here comes Jackson Stud Alvarez to the plate with 2 runners on. Deskins all of a sudden finding himself in a spot of trouble. Did everything right, and still 2 runners on. Ball's outside, 1-0. It'd be like that in baseball. That's why it's such a team game, where you depend on your defensive players to back you up as the pitcher. Jackson's going to rip that thing right to second base. Easy play for Raleigh Evans, and that's going to get the Benson Bobcats out of the inning. They were going to go into the bottom of the third, 0-0. Deskins pitching an absolute gem. In between innings, please allow me to thank Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up, serving all of Cochise County, voted #1 in Cochise County by you folks in the Sierra Vista Herald. So you can go find Grasshopper Landscaping on Facebook. Also, thank you to Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista. They have written and road testing now available. They're open Saturdays 9 to 2. You don't ever have to go to the DMV again. So thank you to our sponsors. Again, they're probably flashing across your screen right now, I'm assuming. But support the businesses that support us. The Pumas are going to get warmed up, and we're going to get the bottom of the third inning resumed here in just a moment. All right, so Meyer getting warmed up again. Both pitchers pitching a gem. And, you know, we talk about the Bisbee Pumas. You know, the Benson Bobcats lost 5 seniors. The Bisbee Pumas lost 3. Only one of them was a pitcher, and that was Jose Mendez. But Coach Todd just has more arms where that came from. Hunter Wright, Jackson Alvarez also looking really good on the mound this year. So Bisbee's 3 arms deep. We know for a fact that Benson's at least 2 arms deep with Judd and Deskins.
Now batting, number 4, catcher, Gage Trejo.
So Gage Trejo, the catcher, the freshman catcher, coming to the plate. So he, again, as a freshman at Cochise County, boy, you are going to learn on the job. When you go play Tombstone and Wilcox and Bisbee, that is what we call learning on the job. Oh, ball's outside. 1-0 to 12 Gage Trejo. Oh, sometimes they just write themselves. Congratulations, you already got your nickname in your first game. 2-0, good eye by the kid. So if he's starting a catcher as a freshman, that tells you what Coach Trujillo thinks about him. That's going to miss high, 3-0. Pitched from Meyer to the kid. That's a get-right strike. He was never swinging the bat on that one. 3-1. If you're going to keep throwing balls, make him keep doing it. Make him throw that strike. 3-1 delivery to 12 Gage Trejo. That's a strike. Oh, Trejo thought he was going to get the walk, but the ump has been calling that outside corner all day. Something as a hitter you got to keep an eye on. He's already called that strike about 6 times. So all of a sudden, full count pitch for Meyer to 12 Gage Trejo, and he swings through it. Another strikeout for Bryson Meyer. That's number 6, and they're scoring at home.
Batting, second baseman, number 6, Easton Adams.
Back to the top of the order, number 6, Easton Adams coming to the plate. Neither one of these pitchers have given up much today. All the other 2A teams probably better be paying very close attention to this one. And there goes the phone right next to me.
Oh, it's still. I don't want to close it. Take it up. It's good.
You should be able. There you go. Just do one of those. And that is a strike. 1-1 to Adams. I told you, Bryson Meyer, even on a limited pitch count, likes to get a double-digit strikeouts. That's foul back. Oh, my good Lord. Oh, these foul balls. It's a dangerous game. Folks, we always tell people, especially in Goodyear, Arizona, if you're at a baseball game, keep your head on a swivel. We watched a couple of people get hit last year. 1-2 pitch to Adams from Meyer. Curveball just misses high. 2-2. There was some cheese on that curveball, though. Some nasty Kraft American cheese right there. 2-2 delivery to Adams. Misses low. 3-2. Full count. Good eye by Easton Adams. All right, full count pitch. That's outside. Good eye by Easton Adams, and he's going to take first base. Benson Bobcats trying to get something on the Bisbee Pumas. That's going to bring up the pitcher, Kellen Deskins. And his confidence should be at an all-time high right now. So let's see if Deskins can get one into play and advance that runner. Meyer's going to check Easton Adams over at first base. Going to keep him honest. Make sure he never runs for politics. Outside, 1-0. And Benson's starting to get Meyer to go outside the box a little bit. Meyer's, and that is going to be another timeout from Coach Todd Hammond. He's going to go have a discussion with Bryson Meyer. And while he does, I'm going to thank the Sierra Vista Soap Company, locally handmade bath and body products that you can find in CSUN Creations or at SierraVistaSoapCompany.com. Shout out Dan, the man of Powers. The reason why you folks are getting the full experience over there with the graphics and all that good stuff. The wonderful graphics and the mediocre commentator. Appreciate y'all for joining me today on Cool FM. Again, they're going to have that meeting on the mound, and so we'll get this action resumed here in just a moment. Did have a meeting today, and possibly bigger and better things coming for your sports guys here on Cool FM. Stay tuned, more to come. 1-0 pitch into Deskins. Skies out one up. Can of corn. Easy play for Cam Anderson. That's going to be the second out of the inning. Skied high, but just not enough on it. And that's going to bring back up the new leader of all things Benson, Dawson Judd. I mean, of all things Benson. He's only a junior, but he is the starting quarterback, he is the all-star basketball player, and he is the three-hole hitter starting pitcher. And that's going to be cracked into right. Let's see if Cam can get to it. I don't think he's going to be able to, and he does not. Ball on the ground. That's going to be runners at the corners for the Benson Bobcats. Nice piece of hitting by Dawson Judd. And the Bobcats now threatening here in the bottom of the third. Runners on the corners. And their cleanup hitter coming to the plate, Maddie Evans.
Batting, number 3, Maddie.
We got a call for dingers.
Go Matthew!
I haven't personally seen a home run over the mini monster yet, but I'm waiting for somebody to show me. Maddie Evans signs and fans in the stands. They want a dinger. Meyer's going to check the runner at first. Almost got him. Good pickoff move. Again, Benson threatening runners at the corners here in the bottom of the third. 2 outs. See if Meyer can get himself out of this jam or Benson can take advantage. High. Fastball high, 1-0. 1-0. Myers gets the sign from Martinez. Here comes the pitch, and he swings through that one, 1-1. Another high fastball. Evans could not lay off of that one. One and one pitch. Evans trying to get the first run on the board for the Bobcats. Curveball catches the corner, 1-2. Right. 1-2 pitch coming in. Oh, and he's going to get the pickoff move, but he's going to end up stealing second base. 2 runners now in scoring position for the Benson Bobcats. If Matt Evans can get a bat on the ball, it's going to make it possibly 2-0 Benson in the bottom of the third. Again, this is a huge game. That's why it's Cochise County Game of the Week. This is a rematch of the 2A state semifinal game last year in Tempe Diablo Stadium, and that pitch was low, 2-2. And the energy is starting to pick up here in Benson, Arizona, baby. Oh, every time these two teams, this is becoming like the rivalry in Arizona baseball. 2-2 pitch. And he swings through it. Meyer gets out of the inning, gets out of danger. 7 strikeouts. And we're going to go to the top of the fourth. 0-0. Man, I mean, Deskins hasn't really been in trouble yet, but Meyer, a couple of jams, able to get himself out of them. And again, it's just shut out pitching from these pitchers right now. Beautiful. Beautiful and very fun to watch. In between innings, please allow me to thank Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, television, and internet. Go to allofiber.com to learn what will be available in your area. Also, thank you to Rightway, now serving all of Cochise County, doing heating, plumbing, electrical, and cooling the right way. And happy to support these sports broadcasters. That would be me. And that'd be Paul Pizzicorder, and that'd be Jeff Davenport. So thank you very much, Right Way. We appreciate you appreciating us. The Countess is going to get warmed up going into the top of the fourth here. We'll get action resumed here in just one moment. No, that's what I said. Yeah, that's why I have to be.
Kick you out.
I just have to be, you know, over here. I have to be here. I'm like, sure. It keeps me on my best behavior.
Patty.
So here we go. Top
Right.
of the fourth inning. Nothing. Both pitchers pitching a gem. Hunter Wright coming back to the plate for his second plate appearance. 0 for 1 on the day. First pitch from Deskins is a curveball strike on the outside, 0-1. Another sharp pitch from Deskins. He is throwing some monster out there. Curveball looking good, sweeping about 8 inches. That's going to be a sinker, a little low, 1-1. Now that last curveball for the strike just swept right across the plate. Beautiful pitch. 1-1 pitch. That's a strike, 1-2. Low fastball. Just Deskins has these Bisbee hitters just fooled right now. Normally by the third inning, Bisbee catches up, but not today. And that's going to be hit right up the middle. Judd, oh, it doesn't get, it gets past Judd up for the single. I thought Judd had to play on the ball, but Hunter able to slap a single into center field.
Number 9, X.
And Javi Montiel coming to the plate for the Bisbee Pumas. Finally, Bisbee getting a runner on with no outs. Normally it's been 2 outs. But Bisbee trying to create some of their own luck. Benson stranding a couple last inning. They may look back to regret that. But the way Deskins is pitching, I mean, that's, I believe, only the third base runner for the Bisbee Pumas in this game. 2 singles to Ross and 1 to Hunter. Oh, and the batter interference, excuse me. And that is a curveball strike. 0-1 to Javi. In a game like this, if 1 run would be just so huge if the pitcher's pitching like this. So first one to get it is going to be in a good position. Hunter's going to try to take second, and he is going to get it. Ball getting by 12 gauge behind the plate. So now runner in scoring position with no outs. 1-1 to Javi. Dan, unfortunately, I have the phone where I have it. So unfortunately, we're kind of stuck here today without being able to see first, and for that I apologize. That is a strikeout for Deskins. Javi sits down. So yeah, so Dan, I do apologize. Again, this is my, as Paul Pizzicorder said yesterday when he was at Wilcox, it's spring training for everybody. And my first time setting up on myself this year, and I didn't set it up correctly, and by the time it was time to go, it was too late. So I do apologize for you folks at home that can't see first base. I will do better for you on Friday. But it's hard to explain for the folks at home. But you know, we have to zip tie the phone to the fence, and again, I got shut. The first stream got shut down. I had to restart the stream. So by the time I got the phone back up, this is where it got locked into place, and it was too late. So for that, I do apologize. That's why I keep Paul Corder around. He's the tech guy. I just sing the songs and tell the jokes and get the girls. So, but hopefully the rest of the shot looks half as beautiful as it does to me, because it is what a gorgeous backdrop here in Benson, Arizona. We haven't gotten the train yet. Normally you have a train coming through about halfway through the game. Oh, we're gonna have a new pitcher. The day is gonna be done for Deskins, so that's gonna be Matty Evans on the mound. No, Matty Evans is left-handed. Oh, he bats left-handed. Oh, okay. Well, apparently Matty Evans bats left-handed and throws right-handed. Is he a switch hitter? Is Matty Evans a switch hitter? Because he was batting left-handed, but I noticed he's throwing right-handed.
Trick of jack of all trades.
Apparently. I'm like, wait a minute. He was batting left-handed. A lot of curveballs on the warm-up. And nothing, 1 out, runner on second for the Pumas here in the top of the fourth. There are several reasons why Paul Pizzi Quarter and I's favorite sport to broadcast is baseball. Several of them. But one of them is just the slow pace. You don't have to go a million miles an hour and actually sit back and enjoy the game. Especially when I mean, Tombstone and Wilcox, you know, of course. But when these two teams play, it is something special. So the Martinez Express coming to the plate. Runner on second, 1 out. Bisbee, well, the second time they've been in scoring position in this game. Let's see what Matty Evans has. Bisbee's going to show bunt. He's going to beautiful bunt right back to Evans. See if he can get him at first. He does not. The throw gets away from him. That's going to be 1-0 Pumas. Hunter Wright crossing the plate. And the error is going to put the Martinez Express on second base. And Benson throwing it all over the park right now. And Martinez, and a base running error from the Martinez Express gets the out for the Bobcats, but damage done. The bunt leads to a 1-0 lead for the Bisbee Pumas. Again, we know how good Bisbee is with the bunts, but again, Benson was kind of throwing it all over the yard. Martinez kind of got caught leaking towards third, and so base running error, so good and bad. So Coach Todd would love to commend him on the bunt, but he's going to definitely chastise him on the base running. So now 1-0 Pumas on top of the Bobcats. Emilio Diaz-Lopez at the plate. Curveball strike on the outside corner. A lot of curveballs in the warm-up pitches of Matty Evans. Matty the baddie. Oh my good lord. Tip back, 0-2. That one run may come back huge in a game like this because these two teams are so good. Runs are very tough to come by. 0-2 pitch to Emilio Diaz-Lopez, and that is a strikeout, but the ball gets away from 12 here. He's going to have to get it to first base, and he does. The Benson Bobcats getting out of the inning, but 1-0 Pumas. Going here into the bottom of the fourth. Yeah, I would love to readjust this phone, but that would be tricky business, I tell you. Let me see here. Let's see if I can do one of these. That may be a little better for you, Dan. Hopefully I adjust that a little better. Spring training for everybody, including your beloved broadcaster, Paul Pizzi Quarter, and then me, your other broadcaster. Tell you what, Paul's always talking about how loved I am at Wilcox, but you folks should have been at the Cochise College game. That guy is a rock star down there. They love themselves some Paul Quarter down at Cochise College. Cochise College Apaches, of course, playing in their first playoff game Thursday. That will be broadcast here on Cool FM. That's tomorrow, yeah. I have dental work in the morning. If I'm feeling up to the challenge, I will be going out to Bisbee to broadcast their game, and I will definitely be in Tombstone on Friday to watch DJ Elias and the Yellow Jackets. Hank Moody, Tall Trey Franklin and the boys, all the boys. Boy, I love me some Tombstone Yellow Jacket baseball, I tell you. I love all of my 2A baseball. So you're going to see Paul Pizzi Quarter a lot, and Douglas, and Buena. So I like my 2A teams. And St. David, of course. You can't forget St. David baseball and softball. Here comes Case Williams. Again, you need a hit, or you need your car detailed. He's on the case. Again, shout out to Pride Shine Detailing here at Benson, Arizona, owned by the kid at the plate. Number 8, Case Williams. Myers still on the mound for the Pumas. Looks like he's going to try to make it through the fourth. That's a strike to Case. 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch from arm of fire to Case. Whew. And Case Williams just fouled that ball to Tombstone. 0-2. They're going to be playing baseball in Tombstone and wondering where the extra ball came from. 0-2 pitch into Case. And that's a curveball strikeout, number 8 for Bryson Meyer.
Number 21, Bubby Deskin.
Again, you're reigning 2A Player of the Year, and he constantly reminds you why. So Colton Deskins, I said he still has a brother on the team. That's going to be Baby Deskins. Baby Deskins at the plate. He'll be Mr. Deskins next year, but for this year, he'll be Baby Deskins. Curveball, 0-1. Man, Bryson, if he's having arm problems, you'd never know it. Ridiculous toolbox that this kid has on the mound. Shakes off a couple signs, finally throws it in. That ball's going to be dribbled to third. Javi's on the case. Javi throws him out. 2 down in the bottom of the 4th.
Batting, number 10, Dave Harris.
Dave Harris, the senior, coming back to the plate for the Benson Bobcats. Got to get something going here for Benson. Again, that 1-0. It's so hard for either one of these teams to be scored against. So that 1-0 is going to come back huge if Benson can't get something going. First pitch into Dave. Nice name. I love the name. That's going to be a curveball strike. 0-1 to Dave. I thought it was David Harris, but that's Dave Harris, which means I love it. 0-1 into Harris. He's going to butt that thing right back to Meyer. Meyer makes the play on it, and he's going to get the throw out to Ross, and that's going to get Bisbee out of the inning very quickly. We're going into the top of the 5th. That was a 5-pitch inning for Bryson Meyer. So that's the efficiency that Coach Todd's going to need if he wants to keep Meyer on the mound, with Meyer again working on a pitch count. The Pumas are going to come back to the plate. Maddie Evans back on the mound for the Benson Bobcats, and I get to thank SOSI every step, every play, every pass. They're with us every step of the way. Go to SOSISOSI.com. So thank you for sponsoring our broadcast, and as always, thank you to Silver Springs Valley Electric Cooperative for serving our community. So we're going to let the Bobcats get warmed up, and we'll be back here in just a moment, folks.
Down in front.
How you doing?
Good, how are you?
I'm always well. Good to see you.
Good to see you. Kaylee's getting excited.
Oh, it's...
She's like, Mom, do you know? I know she's been in the gym every day. Softball.
Batting, number 14, Ibarra.
So here comes Ivan Ibarra up in the top half of the 5th inning. First pitch for Matty Evans is a strike. Again, Coach Todd talks about, he has 7 locked-in roster spots for the Bisbee Pumas. There's 2 spots, that people are fighting for. So Ivan Ibarra fighting for one of those spots, and that's a swing and a miss, 0-2. So, Ivan Ibarra, again, these kids, between him, Tristan Meyer, Cam Anderson, fighting for these spots. And again, another transfer that we will be having coming back at some point, David Correa. So again, all these kids fighting for those last 2 permanent spots. And Ivan Ibarra is going to get sat down on 3 pitches. Maddie Evans, a curveball masterclass by number 3 on the bump. And here comes, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere. Sebastian Lopez, 0-2 on the day. Benson able to shut him down. Keeping Lopez off of first base is conducive to beating the Bisbee Pumas. So again, 0-2 on the day for Lopez. Maddie Evans, again, putting on a curveball masterclass. It was just a bunt and a throwing error that led to the run. First pitch is a curveball masterclass, 0-1. Trying to get first base as well as I can for you, Dan. That's a fastball up and in, 1-1. Again, all game long, I'll be thanking Dan the Man Powers for those wonderful graphics on the screen and all the energy he brings to what we do. Low and in the dirt, 2-1. Trying to get Lopez to chase. Lopez, senior champion, is a little too wise for those shenanigans. Lopez is going to rip that thing into left field. Good piece of hitting by Lopez. And the ball gets by the left fielder, so Lopez is going to trot into second base. Again, he's faster than just about every other human being on the planet. So Bisbee now, with not a runner in scoring position, the runner in scoring position, Sebastian Lopez. And here comes down. Ross Olivaria coming to the plate, 2 for 2 on the day, 2 singles. So all of a sudden, Matty Evans finding himself in a spot right here. And this is what we call learning on the job right here. You're up against the best hitter in Cochise County with the fastest kid in Cochise County on second base. Let's see what Evans can do with this. It's going to be in the dirt, 1-0, trying to get Ross to chase. Again, it's tough to get runs against these teams, so Benson's going to have to shut down the Pumas right here. 1-0 pitch from Evans into Ross. Lopez is going for third. Lopez steals third very easily. Man, oh man. It's one thing to steal second that easily, but stealing third that easily is just Ricky Henderson stuff. So unfortunately, 12 gauge was unable to get the ball down to third. I mean, that's no fault on him because nobody can throw the kid out. Saw him get thrown out once last year. Literally once. And Ross swings through that. Good pitch. Good curveball, of course, from Evans. 2-1. Only 1 out. So Coach Todd has a lot of options here with how he wants to try to get this run across. And again, Evans is just going to have to try to get a strikeout. And that's not going to happen. That ball gets laced into right field. Ross is 3 for 3. That's going to be 2-0 Pumas over the Bobcats. Again, I don't know how the kid doesn't bat 800. It's ridiculous. The scoreboard has it at 3-0, but it is 2-0. So here comes Big Bombs Bryson Meyer up to the plate. Runner on first, 1 out in the top of the 5th. I don't know why the scoreboard says 3-0. There we go. Confusing your mild-mannered broadcaster. Ball's inside, 1-0. Good stop on the ball by 12 gauge. Ball slipped right out of his glove. Keeping Ross at first. Oh, the Little John chants have begun in the Bisbee Puma dugout. You could always hear Jeremy Rhodes over there. Yeah! So 2-0, 1-0 count. Big Bombs Bryson. That ball's going to be outside. Ball gets away from the catcher, so Ross is going to slide into second base. Another runner in scoring position for the Pumas. And as we've learned over the last couple of years, this is how Bisbee gets you. So Benson, this is where Benson has got to just pull up their bootstraps and get out of this inning. He's going to have to figure it out. 2-0 pitch, low, 3-0 to Meyer. So Evans should throw a get-right pitch right over the middle of the plate here. He does not. That's a 4-pitch walk to Meyer. And here comes Jackson, the stud Alvarez, up to the plate. 2 runners on, only 1 out. So again, well, double play ball now very much in play for the Bobcats. And so Coach Todd's going to call Jackson over, have themselves a little discussion on how they want to try to advance these runners. And again, Evans, double play ball now available for him. So if he can try to get Alvarez and hit something just right at short, they can try to get out of this inning, only down 2. So 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Curveball hit right up the middle. Second baseman is waiting for it. He does step on the bag and gets the double play. So Easton Adams making the play. That was just a 6-3 double play. So beautiful play by the Benson Bobcats to get out of the inning. But now they're going to go into the bottom of the 5th down 2-0. Benson Bobcats having a rally meeting over there, outside of their dugout. In between innings, please allow me to thank the MORSE Automotive Group, formerly Lawely Automotive Group, going to Ed Morse today. I see the way they're changing the vehicle buying experience. Also thank you to the Sherry Ethel team at Long Realty, your hometown realtors. If you're in the market to buy or sell your home, give Sherry Ethel a call, 717-599-2439. And thank you to BARNETT'S Towing and BARNETT'S Propane, serving our community since 1963. So Bisbee Pumas are going to get warmed up. Meyer back on the mound. Pitch count my butt. Coach Todd, my good friend, just lying to my face. It's fine.
But why?
Happens a lot. But folks, yeah, we'll be back with you. I kid around. All these coaches, all these guys are such good friends of mine. Coach Montilla, Alex over there. Again, he's one of the ones that really helped me get this all-star game together. So, you know, him, Coach Baker, and of course Paul Porter as well. It really helped me get this together. So without them, this wouldn't be happening. So, but yeah, we are pumped and ready for March 29th. It's such a big deal that Thunder Mountain Wrestling actually moved its date from Saturday to Friday. Because obviously trying to compete with what we're doing is going to be impossible. We're going to get higher ratings than the NBA that night, I can assure you. So Damian Nichols at the plate. Another senior for the Benson Bobcats. So they are senior loaded this year. Other than the freshman catcher, 12-gauge Trejo. So Damian Nichols at the plate. Benson down 2-0. You're going to have to try to rally. Ball's in the dirt, 1-0. So 1-0 pitch from Meyer. Into Nichols, he swings through it 1-1. Meyer sitting on 8 strikeouts, 2 away from the double digits that he normally gets to. But Benson's not worried about Meyer's strikeouts. They're worried about getting some hits. 1-1 pitch into Nichols. He is going to flare it up and see if Ross has a play on it. Oh, he had his glove on the ball, runs into the fence. A tough play, and Ross is still mad that he didn't make it. Boy, no fear and physical harm on that one for Olivaria. He's laughing about it. These kids are fearless. 1-2 delivery from Meyer to Nichols. Foul right at the Bisbee dugout. Trying to decap somebody's Tata. Oh, it's Coach Todd he was going for. Alex is laughing about it. Look at the arm on Todd Hammond. Fireball. Benson Bobcats dugout imploring Nichols to battle in this 1-2 count. 1-2 delivery from Meyer. Curveball misses the outside corner. 2-2. Benson dugout getting loud. You said Dame time? I love it. Dame time Nichols. Pitch, and he's going to hit that thing. Oh, not enough on it. Second baseman was playing deep and prepared for it.
Batting number 4, Gage.
I believe that's Hunter. Yeah, I believe that is Hunter Wright at second base, and it is. So Hunter Wright was playing deep on that one. If he was playing a normal second base position, that would have been a hit for Dame time, but Hunter was prepared for that. Number 4, 12-gauge Trejo, the freshman catcher, back up at the plate. Okay, good life experience here for the freshman. If he's already starting as a freshman, that kid's going to be a problem in a couple of years. Ball's outside, 1-0. Freshman catcher for the Benson Bobcats. I don't think he's old enough to even understand what that means. 1-0 pitch into 12-gauge. God, he loses it on the outside corner, 1-1. That was a good eye from the kid, but the ump disagrees with me. 1-1 pitch. That's going to be a strike on the outside corner. 1-2. Trejo mad at himself. Definitely should have swung the bat on that one. And that misses on the outside. 2-2. That was a good eye from the kid. He has the left elbow guard on. Very smart when you're playing a kid that can throw 90. 2-2 pitch. Is going to be flared. Ross is not going to get to that one. It's funny, he runs into the fence but didn't dive. I thought Ross was going to be flying at that ball. He didn't do anything wrong. I'm just giving him a hard time. Ross with his flowing locks at first base. 2-2 pitch. 12 gauge. Still alive in this at bat. He fouls that one off. Staying alive. Doing his best Barry Gibb impersonation right now.
Wait, 2 after the
Ready, right field.
2-2 pitch. And he gets sat down by Meyer. 9th strikeout of the game for Bryston. 2nd out here in the bottom of the 5th. By the way, I stopped by R&R Pizza Express in Benson on the way over here today. That is a full-on 1970s pizzeria. The arcade, the jukebox, it's like stepping. I loved it. I'm going to be spending a lot more time there. But this number 6, Easton Adams, leadoff hitter, back to the plate. And they're going to need a spark right now. That's going to start with an inside pitch, 1-0.
He played for
1-0 pitch. Good eye by Adams. Ball is low. 2-0.
nice shot, kid.
And that's good eye. 3-0. Working the arm. Martinez is going to change out his glove. I wonder if that's a Meyer thing, because Martinez, as normally happens once a game, and Meyer just throws the ball so gosh darn hard that Martinez has to trade out his glove. Trying to find Martinez a glove. So yeah, well, and we're back in action. Fabian Martinez hands his teammate a glove, and we are back in action. So Easton Adams working him. Oh, look at the support of the Benson Bobcats for their teammates. God, I love this place. I love this job. It's too much fun. So Adams working himself to a 3-0 count. See if he can finish the job and get on first base. Not on that pitch. That's right across the middle of the plate. 3-1. 3-1 delivery from Meyer to Adams. That's going to be flared to foul. So Meyer working it back to a full count. Ross, they're running Ross all over the place right now. All right, so Meyer working it back to a full count off of a 3-0 count. So all of a sudden, big pitch coming in here for the Benson Bobcats. Full count, bottom of the 5th, down 2. See if Adams can get a spark for the Bobcats. And he's going to hit that one. That might. What a play by Javi. And Javi. Oh, and the ball's out of Ross's glove. Easton Adams figures it out and gets on first base. It's exactly the spark that they needed. And Kellen Deskins, the starting pitcher coming to the plate, is exactly the spark the Bobcats needed. When you have teams this, both of these teams, when you have teams this good, if they make a mistake, you've got to capitalize on it. Because you don't see Bisbee make that mistake very often. So let's see if Deskins can take advantage of this. With 2 outs, Meyer's going to check the runner. Adams on first.
Probably 6. Like 6, 7.
Adams takes a short lead. Oh, that was a good pitch to swing at. Deskins mad at himself. 0-1. Meyer doesn't serve up meatballs like that very often.
It's just 6.
0-1 pitch coming in here to Deskins. That catch the outside corner, 0-2. You know, it says I'm not allowed to say anything. You can just tell by the voice inflections what I think. I was explaining that during the basketball games. I'm like hidden away in my little cave, so you know they can't hear me during the games, but here they can hear me just fine. So I really mind my P's and Q's. And he's going to try to steal second base. Adams is going to successfully and easily steal second base. Oh no, but that was a strikeout. Never mind. Deskins got sat down, so that's officially double-digit strikeouts by Bryson Meyer. There's my senior moment of the day. So double-digit strikeouts for Bryson Meyer. We're going to go into the top of the 6th. The Bisbee Pumas up 2-0. And a highly contested. I told you this game was going to be tight, and it is. Maddie Evans back on the mound for the Benson Bobcats. Again, in between innings, please allow me to thank SOSI. That's SOSI.com. Every play, every pass, every run, they are with us every step of the way. Thank you, SOSI, for sponsoring our sports broadcast. And thank you to Right Way, serving all of Cochise County, doing heating, plumbing, electrical, and cooling the right way. And proud to support their sports broadcasters. That'd be me and Paul and Jeff. So thank you, Right Way. We very much appreciate you. Again, Benson getting warmed up, and we'll be back with you in just a moment.
That's it. Don't throw the sign.
No, the one thing I've never done is check out the Benson Snack Shack. I'm going to have to get over there one of these days and see what they got. But there we go. The Benson Bobcats down 2-0 in the top of the 6th. Got to try to get out of this one 1-2-3. Get back to the plate. But that's a tough task because we're going to start this inning off with number 13, the Hunter Wright. First pitch is going to be high, 1-0. He was going to swing the bat, but it was high. He was going to give that thing a whack, but it was high. Now the count is 1-0. All right, that's enough of that. 1-0 pitch to the Hunter outside, 2-0. You can always hear Jeremy Rose in that Bisbee dugout. That's a good pitch, 2-1. Again, Hunter was going to let him keep throwing until he found one across the plate, and on that one he did. Two and one pitch, inside, 3-1. Hunter Wright, one of the players that will be appearing in that Cochise County Basketball All-Star Game. He got a selection from Paul and I. 3-1 pitch, that's a strike. 3-2, full count to the Hunter. Nice pitch there by Evans.
Let's put it in play, Hunty. Let's go, kid.
Full count pitch from Evans into the Hunter. That's a strikeout. Hunter got sat down. Didn't like the call, but it doesn't matter. He's going to get some splinters in his butt. So that's going to bring up Javi, the newfound bat for the Bisbee Pumas. You lose a Holy Molina and you find yourselves a Javi. So 1 up, 1 down in the top of the 6th. Exactly what Benson's looking for. That pitch is in the dirt, 1-0. Evans with the 1-0 delivery into Javi. Javi swings through it, 1-1. Curveball got him. Evans has some filthy cheese on that curveball.
Okay, 9.
Nobody attacking the mini monster in right today. It's my favorite feature of this ballpark. Well, that and the train. That's the low part of the zone catches. That's going to be 1 and 2. Evans looking to sit him down, and he's going to get him to hit it right to third. Play made, play good. Benson 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 6th.
Batting number 15B.
Colton Deskins, the sophomore, handling the hot corner. So look at Benson, a freshman catcher and a sophomore third baseman. Coach Trujillo, obviously very confident in his young talent. Those being 2 of the vital positions on a baseball field. And Martinez Express hitting that right to short. Dawson Judd's up on that one, over to Case, and that's it. 1, 2, 3. Benson out of the top of the 6th very quickly. So Benson going into the bottom of the 6th, down 2. But getting themselves a very quick in and out off the field defensively. Coach Todd upset about something, not quite sure. He's always fired up. As he was talking about losing the calming presence of Jose Mendez, he's like, you're not going to replace it with me. That guy is all gas, no brakes. But in between innings, please allow me to thank Synergy Home Care, providing non-medical home care for people that need it. Give them a call, 520-685-1035. So thank you to Silver Springs Valley Electric Cooperative for serving our community. And thanks to the MORSE Automotive Group, changing your vehicle buying experience. You probably see all those advertisers on your screen right now from Dan the Man Powers, but I'll remind you of them anyway. Support the businesses that get you to watch these games for free on Cool FM. Don't forget the Cool FM sports page. A lot of games are going to be shown on that going forward, and we also are going to have a YouTube page. So, Meyer on the mound again going into the 6th. So Maddie Evans is going to lead off this inning, followed by, I believe Maddie Evans is going to lead off this inning. Or is it going to be Judd? No, it's going to be Judd. Judd followed by Maddie Evans, followed by Case Williams. Dawson Judd 0 on the day. You're not going to see that one very often. So Myers got to get through him one more time. Again, your reigning 2A Player of the Year, showing everybody exactly why.
Number 9, Dawson Judd.
Between denting brand new trucks and throwing double-digit strikeouts against a 2A semifinalist Benson Bobcats, that's Player of the Year stuff right there. That's how you win that award. So here comes Dawson Judd one more time to the plate. Ringo Myers gonna have to try to get through him one more time, but that's a tough out. 1-0 to Judd. Easy pitch to lay off of on that one. Meyer just trying to get him to chase. One-0 pitch from Meyer to Judd. All-Star versus All-Star. Judd's going to absolutely lace that thing into center. That ball is off the scoreboard and gone. Dawson Judd going yard. The dead center field off the scoreboard like Robert Redford in The Natural. Thankfully, he didn't take out the lights. What a ball to center field. Like Bob Euchre was saying, unless Lopez had a rocket up his butt, that ball is gone.
Batting number 3, Maddie Evans.
And Maddie Evans coming to the plate, and the Benson dugout just got loud. What a shot from Dawson Judd. All right, my first home run of the year. Like to see it. Ball's outside and in the dirt. Want to know the Benson dugout? I tell you, if you hear me giggling, folks, it's the dugout.
Sorry, I can see. But he's got to sit.
Myers still had a smile on his face, though. He's gonna. Oh, this kid's good at this game. They love playing it. 1-0 pitch. 2-0 pitch. Maddie Evans nodding in agreement to Coach Trujillo over at third base. And 2 Hall of Fame coaches running around out there, Coach Hammond and Coach Trujillo. both of them state champion coaches, and that's 3-0 for Meyer. It'll possibly rattle after the Judd bomb into deep center. That wasn't a home run, that was a bomb. 3-0 pitch. He's going to miss that one. 4-pitch walk. Evans is on first, and here comes Case Williams, and here come the Benson Bobcats.
Batting number 8, Case Williams.
And Case Williams responsible for a couple of the big hits that advanced them into the semifinals last year in the 2A state playoffs as they took down the Wilcox Cowboys by double digits. Coach Todd meeting with the umps about something. Oh no, he's just going to meet on the mound with Meyer. Man, big spot here for both teams. Is that going to be the end of Meyer today? Let's see here. Again, Benson Bobcats putting themselves in a good position to get back into this ball game with no outs. And the big cleanup hitter at the plate, or excuse me, the 5-hole hitter.
Why do you have a picture of yourself? Why are you showing your I don't know,
Let's see.
He's got strep throat. He's got to make sure.
This meeting on the mound gives me an opportunity to thank BARNETT'S, telling of BARNETT'S propane serving our community since 1963.
Dave, where's your ring?
Oh, this is the neutral game. I only go all out for a team if they're playing a team that isn't from Cochise County. So yeah, no, this is a neutral game. Like when Bisbee plays Hayden, the ring will be on full display. I promise you. But yeah, no, I ain't coming to the Benson wearing that. I don't get beat up. I got Dominic Vieira. He'll beat me up. So here we go. No outs. The Benson Bobcats back in this game. Runner on first. Myers staying on the mound, but that ball's going to be inside 1-0. Shout out to Pride Shine Detailing. This young man owned his own business as a junior in high school. Those are the kids that I like shouting out. 1-0 delivery to Case. That's a strike, 1-1. Meyer. Oh, umpire doesn't like something.
Is that a buck or what?
It might be. Ump wants to talk to Meyer about something. Maybe he's warning Meyer about what could be perceived as a balk. Not quite sure. But we're going to continue. Not quite sure. But either way, Benson, runner on first, no outs. 1-1 count to Case Williams. And he's going to check the runner, Evans. Oh, those kids. 1-1 delivery. And Case swings right through a fastball over the plate for Meyer. One and two count. Meyer getting ahead of Case. See if he goes right at him, and he does. Another strikeout. It's number 11 for Arm of Fire Bryson Meyer. Case Williams gets that now. Number 21, Baby Deskins up back to the plate. Colton Deskins, but he'll be Baby Deskins for me for the rest of the year. Big spot for the sophomore as he's able to produce for Coach Trujillo. One out on the board. That's a strike, 0-1. Fastball strike on the low outside corner. I'm going to leave here and head right back over to R&R Pizza Express to get myself a slice of pie for the drive home. And he checks good pickoff move, but no good on Evans. Evans too wise to that action. Evans and Ross having fun over there on first. 0-1 pitch to Baby Deskins is 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch. You see if Meyer goes right at the kid. Martinez setting up outside. Just misses outside. 1-2. Checks Evans again at first. Just making sure that Evans stays right where he's at. You don't have another runner getting into scoring position if you're the Bisbee Pumas. 1-2 pitch. Meyer goes right at him, and he's going to foul that one back. So Baby Duskin staying alive in the box. One and 2 count. Meyer trying to get through the kid. That's going to be high, 2-2.
You know I don't miss at all? Like, how are we going to get home? Oh, cheers.
2-2 count.
That's kind of fun.
Meyer waiting for the sign he likes from Martinez. He gets it. It's going to go high with the fastball. Baby Dustin's working himself into a full count. Anything on base would be huge for the Benson Bobcats, getting that runner into scoring position. Full count pitch. And he gets him to swing on the inside fastball. 12 strikeouts for Meyer. Dave Harris back to the plate. Now 2 outs. Dave is another meeting on the mound from Coach Todd. We're going to let them figure this out, and we'll be back with you folks in just one moment.
Unrealistic that is.
You know how really realistic that is? How much do you think you would? At least $6,000.
Like 6, 7.
Oh, right. I didn't even.
Remember 5th grade?
No.
I spent $3,000 on my mom's card on Fortnite.
$3,000?
I didn't know.
So there will be a pitching change. Let's see who Pumas go with. Meyer's going to go join his senior brother Sebastian Lopez out there in the outfield. Meyer normally goes to right. Sebastian, obviously the fastest kid on earth, plays center. 83% of the earth is covered by water. The other 17% is covered by Sebastian Lopez. Let's see who Bisbee goes with for the pitching change. He's in a big spot in this game right now. I believe that's the Hunter, and that is Hunter Wright. Has not given up a run yet this year. Is stepping onto the bump. So if Benson wants to get through this one with a victory, they've got a tall task ahead of them. Again, while Hunter Wright is warming up, please allow me to thank Ginger's Title Services of Sierra Vista, located at 999 East Fry Boulevard, the one with the iconic pink door, now open Saturdays 9 to 2. We're going to get Hunter warmed up, and we'll be back with you folks momentarily.
The Sunbury is actually 174.
Well, you're almost there.
You're like 6, 7.
Okay.
I'm actually like 6, 7 decimals away from breaking up. You guys are like brain robbers. I'm a subwoofer. I feel like when I'm around you, I get down there.
Well, you have to explain to him what because we're talking about your welding.
Oh, I remember. If your grandma's the president, she makes you the vice president. That's never for nothing. Oh.
Just because.
Or if you're competing with somebody else, like your family owns it and you get it, that's never. My brother actually got it. My brother got 5.
Hi, Constantine. Hi, Constantine.
All right, last warm-up pitch for Hunter coming in. And Benson going to have to try to get a run against the guy that hasn't given one up yet this year. But they have a senior at the plate in Dave Harris, so 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Dawson Judd, after a moonshot home run off the scoreboard, able to put one on the board for the Bobcats. But they need another one to tie up this game, or they're going to go down to the final inning. So Dave Harris, see if he can be the first one to figure out Hunter Wright this year. Pickoff move for Hunter Wright, keeping everybody honest, trying to keep that run for getting into scoring position. Pitch into Harris. He shows bunt and pulls it back. Good pullback, 1-0. 1-0 delivery. A little high, 2-0. Dave Harris showing bunt a couple of times.
Chicken and mac and cheese.
Benson dugout still chirpy. Pitch in from Hunter. That's oh so high. 3-0. So Hunter threatening to put a runner in scoring position with a walk. And he's going to check the runner once again. Matty Evans still on first base. 3-0 pitch from Hunter into Harris. That's a walk. 4-pitch walk from Hunter. All of a sudden, 2 runners on for the Bobcats. And here comes, I believe that's Jason Santo, and it is Jason Santo. Santo up at the plate. His first action of the day. So Santo being put in a big pitch hitting spot with 2 runners on in the bottom of the 6th. Jason Santo, a player we're well familiar with from basketball season and football season. Well, he's a 3-sport athlete, so yes, we know who this kid is. I don't know what we're trying to figure out here right now. Up in Coach Tree. Jason Santo pinch hitting and coming in for Dame Time Nichols. A big spot for Santo in his first at bat of the game. That pitch is high and inside. A little chin music for Santo. 1-0. Hunter Wright, you have to throw a strike. Hunter checking the runner at second. Pitch into Santo. That's a strike right across the heart of the plate. 1-1. One and one pitch. He's going to hit that right to first base. Olivario's going to make the play. Bisbee's going to get out of the inning. So one Dawson Judd hammer of a home run cuts the lead down to 1, but we're going to go into the 7th inning, final inning. Bisbee Pumas up 2-1. Benson in the 6th inning had a 5-pitch inning, got through the Pumas very quickly, looking to do exactly the same thing here in the 7th. One last time today, allow me to thank Grasshopper Landscaping, quality from the ground up, serving all of Cochise County. You can find Grasshopper Landscaping on Facebook. I'm trying to remember. Oh, also one I missed today. I apologize. Thanks to the Copper Queen Community Hospital. They have physical therapy departments open in Hereford, Bisbee, and Douglas, providing the highest level of patient care. I lost my sponsor list, so I had to do all this by memory. So thank you to the Copper Queen Community Hospital. Missed that one all day. For that, I apologize. Also, thanks to Allo Fiber, your new home team for phone, television, and internet. Go to allofiber.com to learn the fiber difference. Matty Evans back on the bump for the Bobcats. Kellen Deskins pitched a gem. And Evans has done a pretty good job. Like I said, that first run was a bunt and a throwing error by the Bobcats. So Evans doing a pretty good job. A lot of curveballs out of the arms of Matty Evans. Curveball masterclass. First player of this inning is going to at the plate is going to be Emilio Diaz Lopez.
Like the week before.
A lot of curveballs out of the arm of Evans. Sweeping curve. Bisbee going to try to add on to this one-run lead. That's why they call them insurance runs, because one run is tough. Bisbee going to try to get a couple more here, but Evans going to try to shut him down quickly like he did in the 6th. So here comes Emilio Diaz Lopez, over on the day, trying to fix that. Another 3-sport athlete for the Bisbee Pumas. First pitch into Diaz Lopez is strike 1, 0-1. Again, not a lot of fastballs out of the arms of Evans, a lot of curveballs, but the Pumas haven't really figured it out. 0-1 pitch, what a curve. 1-1. Diaz Lopez is going to foul that thing over to 7th Street. 1-2. 1-2 count. Evans trying to get him down, and he did go through it. Oh, he said he did not go through it. 2-2.
$3,000 on a mobile game.
If you play, it earns $3,000. I didn't know it was
So 2-2 count.
If it was like on a console, that'd be good.
No, it wasn't. That's not even better.
And he gets him swinging on the curveball. Diaz Lopez gets sat down by Evans. Curveball masterclass. And we have a pinch hitter coming up, Tristan Meyer. Mr. Meyer, if you will. Tristan. Tristan Meyer pinch hitting for Ivan Ibarra.
Don't say hi to me.
And Meyer swings to the first one. Well, that's what we saw in the first game in Bisbee, Arizona against St. David. Tristan Meyer has no fear at the plate. He will swing that back. No fear.
I raced him, and he beat me.
0-1 pitch to Meyer. That's another strike. 0-2. Beautiful curveball strike by Evans.
I let him win. What am I supposed to do?
0-2. Count to Meyer. And he swings to another one. Another strike. That was a fastball strikeout by Evans. So again, Benson quickly getting through the inning. One last problem to deal with for Evans, and that's going to be number 0, Sebastian Lopez. He got on base in his last at bat, and he saw what happened immediately after. He was brought home immediately by Ross Olivaria. So tough out for Evans to try to get. That ball's in the dirt, 1-0. Again, Lopez is one of those kids with Ross behind him. You just can't let him on first. It's instant scoring position. 1-0 pitch to Lopez. Inside, 2-0. As Paul Pizzicorder and I refer to the Bisbee Pumas as a murderer's row. 2-0 pitch. That's in the dirt, 3-0, and Evans is not doing themselves any favors. You cannot walk this kid. You got to attack him.
Let's go. Put it in there,
3-0 pitch. It's going to be right across the middle of the plate for a strike, and it is 3-1. Let's see if Evans can get this back to a full count and make it troublesome for Lopez. If you walk him, you're not doing yourself any favors. And he's going to walk Sebastian Lopez. Oh, my goodness. So the Benson Bobcats are in a spot now, and here comes Coach Trujillo. Because, yeah, Ross Olivaria, 3 for 3 on the day coming to the plate. You know Lopez is going to steal second. So Benson all of a sudden finding themselves in a tough spot. Number 0 being the toughest leadoff hitter in the game. So we're going to see what Coach Trujillo, and that's going to be it for Evans on the bump. Coach Trujillo is going to go with a different arm. Let's see who he goes with. Looks like he's going to be going maybe possibly Santo. And Olivaria. And he is going to go with Santos. We're going to let Santo warm up. We're going to be back with you folks in just a moment. And before we take this very, very quick break, I'm going to thank Right Way, now serving all of Cochise County, providing heating, plumbing, electrical, and cooling the right way. And happy to support these sports broadcasts that you folks get to watch free of charge on Cool FM. So we're going to let Jason Santo warm up here before the biggest at bat of the game as far as the Benson defense is concerned. And we'll see you folks in just a moment.
That's gas. Oh, Jason. Jada Stomper's up. Yeah, with Stomper now. Jason Santo. That's gas. Jada Stomper.
God, I love it out here. This is like, I love doing baseball games here. And football.
What? What's the other string?
The football games are funny because you guys always have a line around the block, like through halftime, like trying to get into the stadium. So we sit up there, we're just watching this long concession of people. It's so funny. Like at halftime, and like they're still not even, they're still coming in. You're like, nice. Oh, I need to go check out that snack shack. I can't do it solo. I go flying over there.
You need to talk while it's in between.
You're good. I didn't realize R&R Pizza was like a 70s pizzeria. I'm like the arcade and all that. I was like, I'm gonna be Miss Pac-Man machine. I'm old, all right. I see Pac-Man. I'm like,
They have a buffet. So
yep. I think they're gonna be the ones that sponsor the All-Star game to feed the kids like throughout the day and stuff. So I like to keep it locally if I can.
Let's go, Ross.
Oh, and so here we are. Down, Ross Olivaria, 3 for 3 on the day, looking to make it 4 for 4, but he's going to wait till Lopez steals second before he attempts that. Which should be on the first pitch. It isn't a pickoff.
Natalie, you loser, you freaking left.
I've been there the whole time. I'll leave this on.
So first pitch, there goes Lopez, and that's a very easy stolen base. Third of the game for Sebastian Lopez. And 2 years ago, top 10 in the nation in stolen bases. So now a runner in scoring position for the best hitter in Cochise County, Ross Olivaria. See if Santo can get out of this. What a tough ask. But he did get a strike on the first pitch. That's going to be a strike on the second pitch. Good piece of pitching, keeping it low. Make sure Ross can't get anything on it. 0-2. Big spot relief pitching for Jason Santo. What an out this would be. There goes Lopez. That ball is low. Fourth stolen base of the game for Sebastian Lopez. Second steal of third. So here we are. 1-2 count. Big spot for the Bobcats at Santos. And Ross is going to lift it into right field. He might not have enough on it. Or it's gone. Ross Olivaria yards it over the mini monster for a 2-run shot. That's going to make it 4-1 Bisbee. Oh my goodness, the power of Ross Olivaria. 4 for 4 on the day, including a home run. Ross Olivaria yards it over the mini monster. And his smile is lighting it up. And here comes Bryson Meyer, a wry smile out of him as well. Ross Olivaria with a bomb.
Keep it up, B. Keep it up.
And here comes Big Bombs Bryson Meyer. And oh my goodness, those runs, that may be too much for the Bobcats to overcome. But they're going to have a rally in the 7th. They're going to find out. That ball's inside, 1-0. On a 2-strike count, Ross Olivaria yarding it. So 2 home runs on the day for Dave. My first 2 of the year. Meyer's going to lift that one into left field. Let's see if that one has enough. That one's going to fall just short. So the Benson Bobcats going into the bottom of the 7th inning, down 4-1. Time to put on those rally caps for the Benson Bobcats. Flip those hats inside out, and let's see if they can pull off a comeback against Bisbee. One last time today, thank you to our new sponsor, SOSI. Every step, every pass, every play. SOSI is with us every step of the way. So go to SOSI.com, SOSI, see what they're all about. And thank you for helping sponsor our broadcast and getting me out to Benson, Arizona, because I love to be here. Look at that. You folks can see it on the phone. Look at that backdrop. Beautiful. Beautiful place to watch a baseball game. Dan Power is always stuck at home putting on the graphics. He needs to come join us for one of these games one day. Come check out the full experience. Let's see, Hunter Wright still on the bump for the Bisbee Pumas. And Hunter Wright still with that 0.00 ERA on the season. The only run on the board for Benson was a huge home run from Dawson Judd off of Bryson Meyer. God, that ball hit the scoreboard. So the good news for Benson is they are back to the top of their lineup. Easton Adams is going to be leading off the inning. So, again, 3 runs. It's going to be a tall hill to climb for the Bobcats, but we know that they are capable of it. What a great baseball game we have been privileged to here today. That's why it's the Cochise County Game of the Week. We know what we're doing. That's why we got Dan the Man Powers and Sierra Vista Soap Company on board. Because it's Game of the Week, baby. Oh, excuse me. We're going to start off with 12-gauge Trejo, the freshman catcher. Then we'll be back to the top of the lineup. So 12-gauge unable to get off to Schneid hit-wise today. Pretty good game behind the plate. First pitch from Hunter to 12-gauge is a strike. Oh, and 1 count. 12-gauge having difficulty getting the bat off his shoulder today. Whoa! And tried to decapitate with that one. Trejo out of the way, 1-1. 1-1 delivery. Inside, 2-1. Good eye from the kid. Last 3 outs of the game available for the Benson Bobcats. Again, put on your rally caps. 2-1 pitch. Fouled right at us. Heads up. Mr. Coronado was all over that one. He's like, I got you guys. I got you. So second strike on the hitter, Trejo. Benson Bobcat dugout still chirpy. They haven't shut up all day. That's a good thing. 2-2 pitch. High. Full count to the kid. Well, I mean, they're all kids, but he's a freshman, so they're kids. Trejo working himself back into a full count. And he's going to lift that thing into left. Oh, but easily into the glove of the Bisbee Pumas. Let's see who's playing left field out there. Oh, Cam Anderson has moved over to left from right. So easy catch by Cam Anderson. And now back to the top of the lineup for the Benson Bobcats. Easton Adams.
Come on, Easton.
Bobcats down to the last 2 outs. First pitch into Adams. Oh, he's going to hit him. And that's a runner on first base. These kids are so tough. I'd be in the hospital. That's going to bring up Ketlin Deskins. So Benson with a runner on. The rally's got to start somewhere for the Benson Bobcats, and it's going to start with a hit batter. So Ketlin Deskins up to the plate. Benson down to their last 2 outs. Again, for those of you who hadn't heard it earlier, this is a rematch of the 2024 state semifinals. Benson jumped out to a 4-0 lead, but Bisbee able to win that game and eventually win the state title. That pitch is a little high. 1-0 to Deskins. And these are 2 teams that expect to run into each other again in the postseason. I'll just tell you right now, they will run into each other again in the postseason. 1-0, that's a good pitch. 1-1. 1-1. Wright about to deliver the ball to Deskins. Wright accepts the sign from Martinez. And Destis is going to lift that thing in the left. And it is off the... That's a ground rule double for Callan Destin. Runners on second and third. The Bobcats are in business. Hunter Wright threatening to give up his first run of the year. And oh, I got bad news for the Bisbee Pumas. Here comes Dawson Judd. So if Dawson Judd's able to hit another one off the scoreboard, that will tie this game. The potential tying run at the plate. And no double play ball active for the Pumas. Runners in scoring position, second and third. All right, all of a sudden the energy sure did shift in this ballpark.
Let's do it again, Dawson.
Let's go, Chad.
So the new leader of the Benson Bobcats 2025 edition, Dawson Judd, at the plate.
Come on, YSL.
Again, he's the quarterback, he's the basketball all-star, and he's the three-hole hitter.
YSL, huh? You got it.
So big spot for Dawson Judd. Only a junior. You get 2 more years of this. So let's see if Judd can step up in the biggest moment. And that's, oh, right over his head. Hunter Wright almost loaded the bases with another hit batter. 1-0. I know it's a rivalry, but you have to take his head off.
Was he not? Where is it? When did he get a
1-0 pitch to Judd.
End of football.
That's a fastball low, 2-0.
Good eye.
Low and outside.
One fat pitch right here, babe.
Hunter obviously has to be very careful with Dawson Judd because he's capable of hitting it over the school buses in the back of your shot. 2-0 pitch. That's the curveball comes in, but not enough. 3-0. Boy, did you think the Benson Bobcats were going to go quietly into the night? Hunter Wright asking for another ball, I believe.
I don't know why.
There's 0 strikes.
So here we go. 3-0 pitch to Judd. As soon as Wright gets back to the mound, that
You
is.
have to get all these guys on.
What a big spot we have here. Runners on second and third. 1 out. Benson down 3, but the heaviest wood at the plate. Dawson Judd. Curveball strike. I think Judd could have got green lit on that one, but I think Coach Trujillo wanted to see if he could get the walk. 3-1 delivery to Judd. Judd is going to get that one and just foul. Oh, 6 inches away from making this a 1-run game.
Hey, nice idea.
So full count, right? Working himself back into the count. 6 inches, and that ball is into left field, and the Bobcats are down 1. Full count pitch. Woo, man, oh man, this is a big time baseball right here. And he's going to get it off the inside of the bat. Easy play to short. And Jackson Alvarez makes the play. So Benson down to their last out. Good pitch by Hunter. He got it off the inside of the bat. And here he comes. Matty Evans in a big spot. 2 runners in scoring position, down 3, last out of the game. Let's see if Evans is able to be the first one of the year to get a run off of Hunter Wright. They got a good chance here. 1 ball in play, and that's going to be 4-3. Pitch is low, 1-0.
Shake it off,
Man, oh man, these 2 heavyweights just slug at each other every time these teams play. 1-0 delivery, curveball strike, 1-1. Some cheese on that one. That was just nacho cheese right there. He said, "You not gonna hit that baseball." 1-1 pitch from the Hunter. And he almost hits him. He did hit him. And that's going to be bases loaded. And the game-winning run coming to the plate at number 8, Case Williams. And if you don't think Case Williams has the power to get this ball out of the yard, you are out of your mind. So here we go. Coach Todd wondering if that ball hit him or not. I'm going to let Coach Todd, the umpire, figure this out. But, oh, my goodness, the winning run coming to the plate. Coach Todd's going to go have a meeting at the mound. So as you folks soak in the electricity that's been brought to you by Silver Springs Valley Electric Cooperative here on this field. I'm going to let them have their meeting, and we'll be back in just a moment.
I didn't even know Blake shot. Okay. Dang, look at you all. It's cool. I used to watch the Voice. I wish Shawn Mendes, he sang and he lost. He sang Roses.
All right, Coach Todd telling these boys to finish the job because the Benson Bobcats trying to come back in the last inning, a last out rally for the Benson Bobcats. Bisbee thought they were going to sneak out of here with a 4-1 victory, and Benson had other ideas. And the heavy lumber, Case Williams, owner of Pride Shine Detailing, coming to the plate. You wanted a Cochise County game of the week. Well, guess what, folks? Bases loaded, last out here in Benson, Arizona. Bobcats down 3, and heavy lumber at the plate. And Case Williams, I mentioned previously during this game, had a couple of huge hits at Goodyear, Arizona to advance them to Tempe Diablo Stadium. So he is not scared of the moment at all. First pitch into Case. Swings through the curveball, 0-1. Lazy curve got Case way out in front.
Go, Gob!
Let's go, big country.
Come on, Hunter.
Oh, Hunter curveball strike. Hunter accepted the sign and threw a gem of a pitch. Benson down to their last strike. 0-2 pitch. Hunter accepts the call from Martinez. Martinez on his feet, and that's going to be high. Try to get him to chase the high feet. So 1-2. Hunter says yes to the sign. Let's see what he attacks the big guy with. Oh, a curveball strikeout, and the Bisbee Pumas escaping the fire. That was the Benson Bobcats rally in the 7th inning and able to win this game 4-1. What a great game we got to witness here today between two heavyweights that will be seeing each other again probably in the postseason. So, my folks, thanks everybody that joined us today on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon on Cool FM for Cochise County Game of the Week. The Bisbee Pumas once again victorious over the Benson Bobcats, 4-1. Thanks everybody that joined me, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow in Bisbee, Arizona.